So these are fintech developments that are going to have an impact both in financial services as well as in everyday life. So what are these 4 areas? So mixed reality is the combination of the physical world together with digital capabilities and technologies. So I have 2 areas here, wearable technology and biologically embedded technology. Wearable technology, for example, e-textiles. So e-textiles stands for electronic textiles. These are also known as smart clothing. They're fabrics that enable digital components such as battery, electronics, small computers to be embedded in the clothing, in the textile. Web3 is the evolution of the web, the evolution of the functionality of the web, future impact. So some of the concepts associated with Web3, they include the Internet of Things and semantic web. So the Internet of Things, this refers to the integration of technology with physical objects. So it's a system of computing devices, digital machines, objects, people, and all these are interrelated. So there's transfer of data over this network without requiring any human interaction. So an example of Internet of Things is the concept of the smart home. And this covers devices, appliances that you have in your home. For example, let's say your thermostat, right? You can control your thermostat using other devices such as your smartphone. Artificial intelligence, also known as AI. So to put it simply, artificial intelligence, this refers to machines that can mimic human capabilities. AI is modeled on the neural networks that facilitate human brain functionality. And this is a very big area. It has started, it's impacting people, it's impacting lives, jobs, etc. But still there's work to be done, and it's going to take a few years more for AI to become mainstream. So this basically refers to the strategy of analyzing large volumes of data, huge volumes of data, which is called big data. Now, this big data is gathered from a wide variety of sources. They use all types of sources. They can use social networks, they can use emails, videos, sensors, digital images, sales transaction records, everything. So now FinTech is growing, and FinTech is expected to have a much bigger impact on our day-to-day lives. In fact, the predictions are that in a couple of years from now, it's going to be almost a different world to what we've been used to. So automation has advantages. It can help us get things done. It can help us get things done more quickly and more efficiently. However, there are risks as well, yeah? And there's significant risks. So,
in 2018, my friend asked me what I was going to get her for Christmas. Unfortunately, all the gifts I thought my friend would like were above my price range, and I didn't get her anything at the end. In any case, I would have got her something wrong. I could see there was a problem here, the possibility of getting the wrong gift, which can be an expensive mistake. Then I thought about the bigger picture, how much wasted money, time, and resources goes into giving unwanted gifts. So I thought, why isn't there a place out there that solves this universal gift-giving problem easily? There needs to be an easier solution to sort out this problem, and that was crowdfunding. I started drawing up how I would like this platform to look like and told my family about the idea. Yanni, my brother, and I decided to look for someone who could build the app.
So the reading materials I advise anyone is Sprint, 5 days to solve any problem. Any of you who are thinking about creating a startup, this will save a lot of time and a lot of money prior to you going to a developer. Prior to launching, you will realize that you're going to make some of the biggest decisions. And for us, the developer is one of them. We ended up opting for a UK-based developer, which obviously came at a bigger cost, but we like the fact that we can speak to them, we can knock on their door, We can talk to them whenever we need to, and that outweighed the kind of the cost that is added. So once you get to the quote stage, you then reevaluate all the features. Our app, it only allows you to upload a gift, to contribute and to withdraw. We had a myriad of ideas and other extra features, but that detracted from what we really wanted people to do. So that's where, you know, using the quote in terms of looking at the time and the money it took to create our idea, we realized to strip out all the non-money making and non-useful features that distract from what we really want people to do. And obviously with a quote, you're looking at cash flow. Take advantage of the VAT tax returns, take advantage of the R&D tax credits are available. We then did a sprint of our own. I highly advise doing it prior because you get to kind of test out your idea. For us, we did it for a feature, and it's great because you can do it yourselves if you want using websites like Figma or Framer. You can create, let's say, facade of your app or website and get people to test it. Creating your own sort of persona, you know, create your website, create everything, and then, as kind of alluding to what Marina was saying, get that data. Know who's using your app, how they're using it, why they're using it, who they're passing it on to. Because once you get that data, you can then go to the marketing team and then say, this is our target market and I have proof of it, as opposed to a marketing team trying to second guess.
Our immediate decision was to pivot, was to donate our fees to the National Emergency Trust for the duration of the COVID-19 period and lockdown. This way we could open up the app to the public so they were able to crowdfund something easily and simply. Basically, it was basics like a care package for friends or a neighbor in need. And we found that we have an advantage over the larger crowdfunding companies in that our turnaround and our release of funds is quite quick. So small initiatives can be funded quite quickly on a micro level, which is just as important as the big fundraisers that are going on around us. Then we took it to the next level. We found a London-based catering company who funds cooking and delivering of hot meals to NHS workers and other vulnerable people in the local area. We then took on another crowdfunding appeal for 5,000 plastic face visors for NHS workers. We've already sourced them, and we're arranging for them to be delivered to the relevant NHS trust. And finally, we're also appealing for a little known charity called the Mission for Seafarers, who offers support and to a group of people who are often ignored in times of crises. And these are the seafarers who are also heroes for everyone at all times.
Biologically embedded devices. I was just wondering, how do they get upgraded? Because, you know, typically with ATM cards and other such cards, once in a while, you need to upgrade them. So in the case of the biological cards, how will the upgrading happen?
My understanding for upgrading is that the upgrading is done through a digital format, right? And so if, let's say, you have an application, this is centrally updated, it's not the physical application that's updated. My understanding is that it has to do with the code, with the digital form, etc.
Or asks rather, what's the best option to bring developers on board if you don't have funding? What options are there?
I'd be very wary at the beginning of giving away equity unless this person is close to you, unless they will give you the time that you know that you need. I would recommend getting someone who is professional. I'll send a link now. These are our developers, but on Clutch, there's a website, it's a forum where they interview people who've used the services of various developers, and you get really honest feedback here.